Welcome back to Crime Chats. Tiny room, microphone, endless crimes.
Yeah.
Again, this does have to do with child abuse. Please just keep that in
Trigger
mind.
warning.
If it's too much for you, totally understand.
Warning.
We thank you in advance for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the videos so that we can grow and do all the fun stuff.
If you want extra content,
Right.
so we have a Pacer account, which is access to the court documents and things, extra information, very in-depth information. So if you'd like your own special mini-sodes that cover that kind of stuff, you can consider supporting us financially. I think it's $15 a month, and you'll get your own mini-sodes that you can listen to about the stuff that we find on Pacer. So there's a lot of cool stuff happening right now in the true crime world.
Yep.
And so there's got to be a whole wealth of treasure trove happening on Pacer right now. So I would love to get in there. So
Okay, today's case is the case of April Short. In true Hillary format, I need you to imagine yourself as someone else right now.
Okay.
So I need you imagine you are an U.S. Army staff sergeant. Kind of like mid-rank.
Okay.
So you're not a baby, but you're not top dog.
Right.
You're in charge of people. You're good at your job. Your people respect you. You live with your wife and 3 children.
Okay.
On base at Fort Eisenhower in Georgia.
Am I a man?
You are a man.
Okay.
You are a man for this moment.
Okay.
Be a man. All right. You're on base.
Okay.
You just finished your morning PT, got out of the shower, about to start your actual work day. It's probably around 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Now, a.m. It's early, but you got your blood pumping, you're ready to go, and you get a text from your spouse, your wife.
Okay.
You read it, and your brain doesn't really understand it, so you read it again, and you're like, read it a 3rd time, and your heart stops because something is way off.
Uh-oh. What's wrong, wifey?
What are the charges? I'm jumping. The charges of this case are murder with an aggravating circumstance tied to child abuse, according to the DOJ.
Oh, no.
So wife texts you, 8 a.m., some weird text, which I will read them to you in a moment.
Okay.
You live on base, so you're very close to home.
Okay. So I'm Russian, right?
Almost.
Oh, okay.
You try to text her back. No response.
Uh-oh.
Within about 10 minutes of getting that first text, now you're getting home. You're getting your butt home. You're like, something's not right. What's going on? You rush home expecting an argument, some kind of scuffle or something, a breakdown, but instead you walk into your worst nightmare. This is the case of Army wife April Short.
What did my wife do?
So now you're out of your man.
Okay, I'm not a man anymore.
Not a man anymore.
All right.
Before the crime, we need to understand who these people are. This is where I ran into a lot of snags. I don't even want to say snags, but issues, because this case happened in November of 2023. So it's pretty recent.
Mm-hmm.
There are an alarmingly low amount of documents covering this case.
Okay.
It was incredibly hard to dig up anything on April or her husband, James. You were James.
Okay.
You were James. James Short.
I like that name.
And of course, there are 3 children, which I understand minors keep them hidden, keep them safe,
But you'd think there'd be more on The adults.
Well, a staff sergeant, you'd think you'd be able to find info
Right. Yeah.
on him or on a convicted murderer, his wife.
Yeah.
There is one photo of all of it, and it is her mugshot. That's it. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know what their housing looks like. I don't know anything. And I dug.
That's strange.
It is strange.
Do you think it was another, like, trying to cover up situation?
I don't think so, but it is a very, I won't say very, it's an odd, there's odd layers to it. So April Short was 30.
Okay.
In April of 2023 when this happened. I don't know how old James was. There's not information on him other than I found finally last night. I was still digging. I was like, I need information. There's not anything on them, There was a short, like a news reporter blip, I guess, from whoever covers media on base. Like they're the ones who give out information that everybody's okay with giving out. So this is from Rickabaugh and McCord. Okay. It was an article. And this is, quote, Short, meaning James, joined the Army in 2006 as a signal support system specialist. That's a SSSSS. I'm and joined the Fort Eisenhower team in 2021 as a drill sergeant. Okay. Said Leslie J. Ellis Wouters, communications director for the Fort's Cyber Center of Excellence, end quote. That's it. That is all we know about James.
Okay.
We have no background info on any of their...
That's bizarre. Is this case still ongoing or no?
No.
Okay, well, that's weird.
I know. Weird. I know. So, that's it. That's the only background info I have. There are 3 children. There's an 11-month-old, 6-year-old, and 11-year-old. Okay. I know the 11-month-old baby is a boy.
Okay.
And the 6-year-old is a girl. I don't know about the 11-year-old.
Okay.
So I'm just going to call them by their ages. 11-month-old, 6-year-old, or 11-year-old.
Got it.
That's what we know about the family right now. What actually happened?
I'm nervous.
So I have a timeline because of how things happened. We know, I'm assuming there's not a direct time of when James left the apartment. There's not any of that. So I had to dig into when are you supposed to report for duty as a staff sergeant? I did all of that kind of information, and I found on the army.gov website or whatnot, kind of a typical day in the staff sergeant, whatever. So typically they would start their physical training bit of the day about 6 a.m. And then they do that for an hour and a half or so, and then they do hygiene, which is, showering, getting ready, and getting your uniform, blah, blah, blah. And so their day of duty usually starts around 8 o'clock or 8:30. Okay. So I'm going based off of that because there's no deposition from him or anything that I could find or any statement from him at all either. So I'm assuming he leaves the house around 6. Okay. Because he's minutes from where they live to where his post is. Okay. 8:01 a.m. April sends James alarming biblical doomsday-ish texts. Quote, "The days of darkness are upon us," end quote. Also includes suggestions that she and he, James, will be together again.
Uh-oh.
So this is very out of character.
Yeah. Oh.
Not normal for her. She's
never done that? Okay.
No.
That's weird.
That's why it was so what? To him, he literally stopped in his tracks and was like,
yeah.
Huh?
What the heck? Yeah.
So he tries to text her back. No response. Mm-hmm. By 8:15 a.m., he's rushing back to the apartment. He gets home by himself. Doesn't have anybody with him. It's just him. But he goes, he rushes in, he's calling for her and the kids. No response. He gets to the master bedroom. The door is barricaded closed.
Oh, no.
And he hears his 6-year-old daughter crying inside.
Oh, no.
He cannot break through the door. She's got it barricaded that well.
Oh, no.
So then he calls 911 about 9 o'clock. So 3 officers come. Now, what's interesting about this is it's a different kind of criminal support. I don't even know how to say that. It's not just like your typical NYPD or SAPD. You know, it's Army base police officers and things like that. So we have the DACP, which is Department of the Army Civilian Police.
Okay.
So those are your kind of normal blue. We call them. What do they call them? The boys in blue or whatever. You know, like the normal police officers, kind of on base.
Okay.
But then
I didn't even realize that they had a civilian police.
I didn't either until this case.
Uh-huh.
And then you have another kind of higher up MP officer.
That's military police.
Military police.
Okay.
So you've got you've got the civilian police on base, and then you've got a military police officer, which I'm assuming, again, not very much information, but I'm assuming would handle anything kind of to do with the armed people, like anybody with, like if it were the staff sergeant himself doing this on base kind of thing, they might cover it more than his wife and kids being the civilians.
So because it's wife and kids, it's the DACP.
DACP, right. But they still have one of the MP officers there as well.
Yeah.
So there's three officers there. One of the DACP officers stays at the front door.
Okay.
Just to kind of, I guess, make sure nobody runs out or goes in, you know, just kind of secure the scene. And then the other one, Officer Stacy, and the MP officer in Dawson go inside and ask April to come out. And she's like, no, eventually.
So she's still alive.
She is.
Okay.
There's only one death in this whole case.
Oh, okay. All right.
She survives.
Okay.
She's the perpetrator. April exits the bedroom with the 6-year-old and the 11-year-old. And the officers try to detain her. And she's like, nah. And she evades detention from them and walks out the front door and goes to her car with her children.
What? How?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Those are my first questions, too.
How?
Yeah.
Like, detain her. Don't let her walk to her car with her other kids.
It gets worse in just a few seconds.
Was Bumbling Ron involved in
I
this?
thought that too. I almost wrote that in my notes. I'm like, did we borrow Bumbling Ron?
Did they borrow him from across the pond?
Descendants.
Uh-huh.
So she gets to her car,
Okay.
and the officers are like, "Halt!" I mean, I'm really being facetious.
You totally need to stop right now. Like, for real. Stop, please. No
Please
cap.
don't. No. I can't even. You did it better. So she gets in. She puts the kids in the backseat.
Okay.
She gets in the car. Officer Stacy, remember Officer Stacy? Officer Stacy, one of the DACP,
Okay.
so civilian police officers, goes to the driver's side. So she moves over to April moves over to the passenger side
Okay.
to get away from the officer. So he gets out of the car, comes back over, like he's chasing her out of the car. So she gets back in the driver's side, closes the door, starts it. But by this time, Officer Stacy's like halfway in the passenger side, so he's already like in the car.
Oh my god.
Where she's trying to drive away.
This is like a cartoon.
It's like, what the? So he finally pulls his weapon. He's like, stop!
So I see I see in my head like the dun 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 that music.
And meanwhile, the 6-year-old and the 11-year-old are in the back seat, like, what's happening? You know, like
the baby. What happened to 11
I won't gladly. I will tell you though. So finally, she is apprehended at gunpoint at this point because she's like, she won't stop being a doof. So finally, she is detained.
Okay.
While this is happening, kind of at the tail end of this, James realizes that's only 2 kids.
Uh-oh.
Where's my baby? He runs back inside the apartment, goes back up to the master bedroom, and listening, makes it to the master bathroom and screams. Because there's blood everywhere.
Oh, no.
And his 11-month baby boy, call him Baby E, because his name starts with E, is wrapped in the plastic shower curtain with many stab wounds slices to his neck. So all of this has happened by the time the police got there, got April apprehended finally, and baby E is found within 10 or 15 minutes. Then James screams. The other two officers come up there. They take the baby. He is pronounced dead at Dwight D. Eisenhower Army Medical Center at 9:34 a.m. I will say that's the crime. There are more details that do come out because there is a very small interrogation snippet I found.
Okay.
Now we have the interviews and interrogation. The children are interviewed.
Okay.
Because remember, they were barricaded in the master bedroom with April and baby E while this all happened.
Okay.
So detectives and officers forensically interview the children. I didn't get any information from the 11-year-old's interview, but the 6-year-old likes to talk. And I'm sure this is probably, hopefully, the most traumatic thing they have ever been through. So,
and will ever again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have another timeline. Now remember, that all happened around 8 to 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Interviews and interrogations are pretty quick. They're that day, but
Okay.
later in the evening around 5.
Okay.
And the first interview or interrogation that we have is actually timestamped at 5:04 p.m. and it's of April herself. And some of the statements she makes are, I will say, shocking, but you're here, so you know. She admits to the FBI special agent interviewing her that she did barricade the door. She admits to wrapping baby E in the shower curtain. She admits to attempting to cut E's neck with a knife, but stated it was too dull, so she got a second knife.
What?
She admits knowing her actions were, quote, wrong and evil. And that's all we get from her. At least all we're privy to. And unfortunately, that's not the worst of it.
Oh my god.
Because then you have the 6-year-old's interview.
Oh.
5:40 p.m., the children are interviewed. The 6-year-old states, and these are all pretty much quotes. I'll tell you when they're not. Quote, "Mom got 2 knives," end quote. Another one, Mom, quote, "was going to help E, baby E, get to God and Jesus," end quote.
I have things to say about that, but okay.
Oh, yes.
I'll
Oh, yes, we
keep
do.
you.
We also have the 6-year-old stating that April said, quote, "Don't come into the bathroom because it might be really scary," end quote.
Mom said that?
Mom said that to the 6-year-old. And I have chills on my body still from that every time I read that. Because,
Like, so you care about your daughter's fear, but you don't give a shit about
the baby.
the baby?
6-year-old also states that April took 2 knives with her into the bathroom, told the 6-year-old and the 11-year-old that she cut E, baby E, so that he could, quote, be with Jesus and God, end quote. And April also, this is from the mouth of the 6-year-old, April also threatened the 6-year-old if she didn't stop crying, she would cut her too.
So, like, you want 11-month-old baby to go to Jesus, but then you're threatening your 6-year-old
Yeah, it's very, yeah.
with doing the same thing. So what, you wanted to hurt the 6-year-old, but you wanted your baby to go to Jesus? It's just, like, what? What?
Math isn't mathing.
What? Yeah, like, it's not, like...
So there are a lot of, I have so many questions.
I have a lot of thoughts, but I'm trying to, I want you to,
Right.
finish before I, but...
And we have, I did get my hands on a couple of affidavits.
I love affidavits.
Me too. Me too. And depositions of court experts.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring you information from them because it matters. And of course, my favorite, we leave to last, the ME, because we trust MEs.
I love, yeah.
Typically. And this one I do too. So, those are the interrogation and interviews that we have. That's it. Again, there's very little in terms of information that we have on this, but I did my best. So next up we have the blood splatter expert. His name is Joshua Whiting.
What?
I wrote some pinpoint thoughts down about him that I got from the affidavit on his thing.
Okay.
Because it when you read those, it introduces the expert and like their background and why they're considered an expert of the court and why
Right.
we're going to trust what he says because he knows what he's talking about, all that kind of stuff. What I found interesting about this blood splatter expert was that he had never before testified in court. Not that that makes him any less credible, but I think it might. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was weird. And he hasn't had any recent publications in the past 10 years. So I'm trying to say, I don't want that to matter to me, but it does.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't think it should matter, but it matters to me. It makes me think that he's not, like, up to date with stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see why. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm like already laying the groundwork for you to be distrustful of him, but there are some things that don't make sense from his.
Well, as soon as you said this is his first time testifying, I was like, okay, so nobody
Yeah.
trusts him because nobody's wanted to hire him ever. So, I mean.
Well, okay, so it goes into it's just some weird stuff in his findings of the crime scene and stuff that don't make sense. And there's not even pictures. Like, I can't tell you, oh yeah, that doesn't match. It's just what anyways. The whole document begins with talking about the different types of blood splatter. Okay. So you have like a blood pool kind of thing and what that would indicate, or you have transfer bloods, all those kinds of different types of blood evidence at a scene and what that might indicate.
Okay.
Or like cast off, like if you're hacking at someone and then the knife casts off and it goes behind you in a specific like teardrop shape and things like that. So it's very informative. I liked that.
Yeah.
That was cool. But then we get to Whiting's reported process of the day, of the scene.
Okay.
And his report is dated November 15th of 2023, so it's right then. I mean, like, he did it, he was there the day it happened, and then he wrote his report. So it's very recent in his mind. So that shouldn't be a detail that makes his findings inconclusive situation,
Right.
So I wrote this out as like a step-by-step thing because I was like, okay, there's a lot of words in this deposition. I'm going to chunk it down as I would do for my students. Yeah. So step 1 in Whiting's process of his scene collecting evidence, clear the residence to process a scene. Makes sense.
Got it.
I agree. I mean, I'm not the expert, but I think that sounds pretty good. I watched a lot of Law and Order.
Yep. Yeah, you wanted
get the people out of there.
Yep.
Step 2, sketch the layout of the apartment in addition to the master bed and bathrooms. So I thought this was interesting. So I guess that makes sense. That's good police work, right? You sketch the whole layout, but then specifically go to the rooms and be more detailed about that room. Mm-hmm. So master bedroom and master bathroom. Okay, makes sense. Step 3, note conditions of each room in the apartment. And if I remember correctly, and I have the document also, note the weather conditions of the rooms.
What?
And I thought that was an interesting.
You mean the temperature?
Choice of words. Maybe
weather?
Temperature and like humidity.
Is it raining?
I don't know. So I thought that was an interesting one too. But
okay.
So far he's just like visually assessing, right?
Okay. I mean, it's thorough, I guess, so that's good.
Yeah. And step 4, photograph the scene. Whilst, I like to add the whilst, audio recording visual findings. So I imagine this to be like him either with a video camera or a voice recorder while taking pictures.
Yeah.
Something like that. Makes sense? I like it. Makes sense. Step 6, use super glue fuming to lift fingerprints. Didn't know they did that on the scene. Again, I watch a lot of Law and Order, and I figured they just did that at their labs.
Well, you have to get the fingerprints off of whatever thing.
Like with tape? I don't know. This is my ignorance here. Anyways, he was unsuccessful with that.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. First time unsuccessful in this moment. Step 7, use alternative light source, like a black light, probably, to locate blood on clothing and other surfaces.
Makes sense.
Negative results. Step 8.
But there was blood. What?
Yeah.
But there was lots of blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Step 8. Conduct a bloodstain pattern analysis in the apartment. There were 7 distinct bloodstains of the satellite, transfer, and pooling stain categories. Again, transfer would be like you stepped on it and walked away.
Yeah,
and
or
then the
you
walk away would
dragged,
be
you dragged a body, right? Would that be transfer too, or
no.
Okay.
Transfer's like it didn't happen there, but it dripped somewhere else, or it was
okay.
stepped somewhere else.
Like
I don't
indirectly.
think dragging's that's a different one. We have it. We have all of them here. Like there are pictures, but I'm not going to show you on YouTube. Then we have cast off, which would be like the blood droplets from a very violent attack, and they have distinct shapes of the droplets depending on where the attack happened.
That's
Versus
interesting.
where the attacker and the attackee are, that kind of thing.
Oh.
So it's very obvious to experts where such crimes would have happened if that's what happened, right?
Cool.
So, swipe stain. A swipe stain would be what you're talking about. It would be like the dragging or trying to wipe it. And then the blood pooling would just be and then sub thought after the 7 distinct blood stains of the crime scene, blood splatter in the bathroom did not show a pattern of cast off staining.
Okay.
Meaning that the knife wasn't
she wasn't like flailing it around,
right maniacally like it wasn't.
Yeah, it was probably like more precise because she's probably like right on the baby, right? So it wouldn't.
Right, and you're like 6 times the size of an 11-month-old.
Oh my god.
So you can very easily overpower him. Ugh.
Oh, and yesterday I just saw a picture from Facebook Memories that was Lily when she turned 11 months old.
Why don't you tell me these things? I could have warned you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I like not knowing anything.
That's true.
Because I like the organic reaction, so it's fine.
So it is indicative of not a violent attack, which is really hard to understand.
Yes.
When you're slicing the throat of your baby and stabbing him, how that isn't violent. But those are the words that were used. And then he continues to move, to other locations to conduct his analysis or continue his analysis. There was no blood found in the car. But she went directly from the crime scene to the car.
Okay.
So how?
Did she change?
Don't know.
Did they find clothes?
There was no blood on the clothes. So there's a lot of...
Was she naked when she did this?
a lot of weird
honestly,
things.
if I was going to murder somebody, I probably would do it naked. Because then I wouldn't get blood on clothes.
It's true.
Right?
But then
I would never murder anybody.
You would probably have more opportunity to get hurt yourself.
Yes.
At least there's a tiny bit of a barrier between you and your body with clothes.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I have some issues with SSA, super secret agent, I don't know, whiting, because I don't see how this is possible. Some of it, okay, I definitely could see that.
Yeah.
But some of it's like, it's impossible. How is there no blood detected?
He seems a little bumbling to me.
He does.
So, I mean, maybe not as bumbling as Ron, but, but still.
I would get a second opinion.
Yeah, I mean, so this is the first time he's testifying in court. Like, there's probably reason for that. Like, there's probably, like, people talk, right? It's probably like, oh, this guy's not very thorough, or this guy's not very good at his job, this guy's not very credible, so he's not going to be used by a lot of people. Because, there's experts that every attorney uses the same expert because they're so good at what they do, or like every single case you want to use the same people that are going to be great in court. So if this guy has zero court experience at all, that has to mean something. Like people know that he's not very good,
and he's not a newbie in his field.
Yeah.
So it is interesting. So that is
How old is this guy?
Blood splatter expert. He is expert. SSA Joshua Whiting is a special agent with the Army Criminal Investigative Division, Fort Eisenhower, Georgia. Whiting will be called on. Okay, blah blah blah.
Does he even say his age?
It should.
Because I'm just remembering when we lived in Dallas and I worked for law office of John Stillwell. We used a medical expert, but he was like getting older, and so we started to like notice over time like his stuff started to kind of like the quality was going down a little bit, and which I mean, no fault of his own. He's just getting older, right? And so he was like, it was time for him to retire, which he did do eventually, but
Good for him though.
he tried to hold on as long as he could, but like it was noticeable. There was like some decline, which I mean I feel bad because he was a really nice man, but it happens to all of us,
Well, yeah, you're not as sharp, all the time, and that's
yeah. So that's why I was wondering if this guy was old, because maybe that could explain some of the bumblingness.
It doesn't say. I thought it did. I don't know where that was in my head, but it doesn't.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail you.
No. This is it on blood splatter. I'm moving on to the ME next. But this is it's a court document I found. Notice of intent to assert insanity. Oh yeah, she tried to plead insanity too. And to introduce expert evidence of mental disease and defect, blah, blah, blah. That's the blood splatter expert.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
So the prosecution's having a rough time.
Yeah. I mean, also, I'm wondering if you can only use experts of the military variety.
Oh.
In a military-based case?
That makes sense to me, that they would have their own pool of people that they use.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I would assume you would need somebody with not only the experience in what you want, but also military background experience. So you can understand that aspect of it too. Which, I'm assuming.
If you're looking for a job, probably one in high demand is those very specific niche areas. Blood splatter experts in the military. Moving on from him to our wonderful ME, medical examiner, and the autopsy findings.
Every time I hear about an ME report or like you share one, I'm always like, man, it would be so cool to be a medical examiner, but I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it.
I could not.
I think,
especially with children, I couldn't.
What's weird though is that like I feel like I'd be scared. Like, I don't know. Like, I have, like, the horror movies in my head. Like,
where they wake up.
Yeah. Come to life. Is it gonna... But it's always so interesting.
It is. It's
like, I want to know everything that an ME knows without having to, like, cut into bodies myself. Yeah. Or look at bodies myself. Yeah. I just want to have the knowledge. Like, I love learning about all different kinds of things. But, like, this is something that's so fascinating to me. Like, I just want to know. I want to know.
Yep.
I want to know everything.
So our lovely ME today, in this case, is Dr. Dory Mitchell-Franco.
Okay.
Her autopsy report, is dated of February 28th, 2024. So this has now, her report has been 3 months almost later. And I never really understand that because...
Well, it takes a while to, I think, like, because we mentioned this for like government stuff, like it, everything takes longer than you think it would take or should take.
The body is going to decompose.
Yeah.
So you do the autopsy right then, right?
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
So would your report not be like very quickly after?
I mean, so there's like doing the autopsy, but then you gotta like write it out, and then you gotta get it reviewed, and then like I feel like the process afterward of getting it out there. But I'm assuming they would do the autopsy as soon as they could.
Right.
I mean, that's why they keep morgues so cold, is to keep bodies preserved. Yeah. But like that's not gonna last forever. Exactly. So they can't just like slack
indefinitely.
Off
yeah. I don't know. I just always find that interesting when we do these, and I see the date of the autopsy report. And I'm like, that can't be the date of the autopsy, right? Like, that can't be. It's not possible.
No, I don't think so. I think the autopsy happens, like, pretty quickly, but then it takes a while to get the report done and reviewed and sent out. So I think. I have no idea. But...
Because they've probably already had a funeral. He's been buried. All that kind of stuff is going through my head. I'm like, I don't understand. Anyways, that's insignificant information. It's just my brain goes there. We have pages of her report here. I have summarized what she found. Okay. Her summary of baby E's wounds and last moments are, quote, or that he sustained multiple, quote, sharp force injuries to the neck, end quote, shown in the patterns of soft tissues, hemorrhaging, bruising kind of situation. So she was holding him tight. I mean, yeah, who's not going to squirm and try to get away from you if you're stabbing him? Linear abrasions, so lines. Abrasions are more like bruises too, though. So I imagine that might have been the dull knife that didn't work.
Yeah, because like the blade of the knife would be a line, but if it's dull, it doesn't go in, so it just bruise.
The sharp forces resulted in injuries to E's, quote, skin, left anterior neck muscles, left carotid artery, which was that specific one, the left carotid, that's what killed him. That was the dying blow that got him. The left vagus nerve, the left lobe of the thyroid, and to the 6th and 7th cervical vertebrae.
She didn't need to do all
End
that.
quote.
She didn't need to do all that.
I read that, and like as she kept writing, you know, this is pages and pages, but I was pulling specific parts like that from it, and I was like, you got to, okay. Again, I don't know how deep things are because I haven't ever opened up the body, but you got the skin, you got the artery, you got...
Is this in order of how deep things are?
I get, that's what I'm trying to get at. You got the thyroid.
Because the carotid is pretty deep in there because the body like protects itself or whatever. So it's gonna put the most sport stuff really deep in there. That's like the heart's protected by the cage, stuff like that. So I'm assuming the carotid is pretty deep in there. So
your thyroid and your cervical.
But yeah, to get to the bones,
that was forceful. She had to use force.
I mean, the bones are under the carotid, so yeah.
Right. I'm imagining, this is so morose, but I'm imagining cutting, you know, a chicken apart to do fried chicken, right? And you have to use force to get through joints and things and some of the fibrous tissues and stuff.
Yep.
And that's not moving.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine she had to hold him. I mean, he was wrapped in the shower curtain, but still, I mean...
I'm assuming after a while he would have passed out, maybe. Either from blood loss or just, like, sheer terror.
Golly.
But, so, like, he would have stopped moving eventually before he passed, but, like, okay.
Yeah, so those are the wounds and things that caused his death.
Okay.
There was no drugs, no alcohol in his system.
Okay.
Which probably would have been a mercy to him if she would have given him some Benadryl or something, but nope. Wounds on his forearms and right lower leg were most likely postpartum, meaning they were trying to resuscitate.
Oh, okay.
Because with a baby, you know, you hold it upside down, kind of head this way, and boom, boom, boom. Anyways, so that's the ME. Thank you, Dr. Dory Mitchell-Franco. Manner of death, it's homicide. I mean, she very, very clear on that. Not an accident. Now, we're at the ending sequence of my thoughts and stuff. Case-wise, her legal team filed for her defense, I guess, to be insanity. Like they were trying to go for
that's really the only play at this point.
Right.
That's the only play. That's the only thing they have, right? Is like she's insane. Because she clearly did it. She's clearly guilty.
Right.
So it's gotta be insanity.
There was a court-ordered psych eval, which apparently found reasonable cause to believe mental disease or defect affecting competency. So there's backup there, I guess, to the defense of insanity. According to DOJ, the federal indictment they originally arrested her on was premeditated felony murder.
Okay.
That's what she was arrested with.
Okay. So premeditated isn't she planned it?
Right. I mean, she got the knives. She
planned it. Yeah. Then she can't be insane because she had the forethought.
Right.
To plan it. Yeah.
Right. It wasn't an instant of, kind of thing. She took a plea deal. She agreed to second-degree murder.
Second-degree murder? Why Why are we giving people plea deals? I understand that it's all about it's all about the win. It's all about the results to these fucking attorneys. And I'm sorry, other mommy in the audience, for cussing. I really am. But
she did it. She did it. So why are we giving her a deal?
Why?
Yeah.
Just have some humanity. This woman killed her 11-month-old son in like the worst way. That was the thought that I had too, was like, if you wanted to send him to heaven, there's more gentle ways of doing that.
If that's your thinking. Yeah.
Like, you don't have to
viciously
murder and stab them to death. You can like give them too much Benadryl, or like, I don't know, like
so many other ways. Please don't get ideas.
Yeah, I mean, don't. I'm not inciting anything, but if you absolutely must send your infant to heaven, like there's gentler ways to do so. That was my first thought when you were talking about this. I was like, there's better ways to do this.
Well, and there are cases, sadly, abundant amount of cases of just that, other terrible, I say terrible, but psychologically not well parents, usually psychologically not well parents doing that, suffocating or drowning or drugging or shooting. I mean, they're all terrible. Don't do it. Love your children. Walk away if you're mad.
I mean, even John List, he shot his kids while they weren't looking at him. Like, even John List had the
quick death.
Had the decency.
Oh gosh.
I mean, if you can call it that. Yeah. But just what?
We need to stop giving plea deals. We just need to stop.
Yeah.
It's not like we needed information from her to bargain with her. We knew she did it. What was there to gain from offering her a lesser sentence? Absolutely nothing. So she goes to prison. She's sentenced to 20 years in prison.
That's it.
With financial penalties. Don't know why. And 5 years after that of supervised release.
Okay, so she got off with like a slap on the wrist compared to like the crime she committed. It's just I hate. And this goes back to the case last week. I understand that it's moms, and I understand that some moms have emotional stuff going on.
Right.
But if you commit a heinous crime against a child, it does not matter that you're the mom, okay? It does not matter that that child was birthed from your body. If you do something horrific to them, the sentence needs to match the crime. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter that you're the mom. It doesn't matter that you had postpartum depression and I just couldn't handle it. I don't care. You need to go away for the rest of your life. I don't want to hear that you're out somewhere.
Good behavior.
Or on good behavior. No, none of that.
Mm-mm.
There's no deals, nothing.
I'm with you.
Totally. You horrifically stabbed a child. You're gone now, forever. That's it. It's not any more complicated than that. And that's what I said like a couple weeks ago. We're making this stuff too complicated. It's really not that complicated. It's really not.
The thing is, when we throw you have lawyers, I'm assuming, again, we don't have a lot of information on this case, which is interesting to me, but I'm thinking it has to do with the fact that it is a military orchestrated case or military covered case. I don't even know how to say that, but they're taking care of it, and the military is we take care of our own kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is
fine.
But
they also cover stuff up, like with your girl who was clearly murdered. They were like, oh no, suicide.
Lavena?
Yes,
yeah.
Lavena Johnson.
At the end here, I'm like, I have questions.
Yes.
I have questions and confusions. Did April have a background of mental instability, or was this something that was just like all of a sudden?
Where did this come from?
Exactly.
Was
she
talking
suffering
to somebody?
from postpartum?
Was she getting influenced by somebody?
Did she have a therapist? Was she talking to a counselor? Was what was her childhood or family like growing up?
Was she in a cult?
Were her parents super strict religious? That kind of thing. Was she abused? And I asked all of those things, and I specifically was thinking, not that it excuses anything.
It doesn't, yeah.
But it does help understand her state of mind going forward.
Especially because it's so random.
completely uncharacteristic.
Like, I
of
want
her.
to know
Mhm.
if, like, she had met somebody
Mhm.
recently who, like, convinced her,
Right.
like that one mom that I don't even remember her name, but she's in prison right now for, like, she met this guy who, like, had her convinced that some people are, like, bad aliens or whatever, and so convinced her
Yeah.
that 2 of her kids were, and so they, like, shot 2 of her kids and, like, buried them on his property, which, and she's in prison, and she did an interview recently.
Great.
She's a treat. But anyway.
Well, I mean, there's no information. Also, how was her marriage? Were they okay? Were they having problems? Was she, my whole point is, was she under a lot of stress that made her snap? Was she like, I just need to get rid of one problem right now, and
Yeah,
right
like,
now it's a crying baby. I don't know,
did she snap, or was this like she was hiding it
Right.
and building up to, like, this
Right.
culmination of, like, okay, the world's gonna end, I gotta send my baby off to
Mhm.
heaven. My other kids, though, I mean, they can, like, whatever, they can figure it out.
Yeah.
But the baby needs to go to heaven in the most horrific way possible.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna be with your baby in heaven. Like, if that was your plan.
And what was interesting, the second text she sent James was that she and he would be together soon. Just them two.
Oh,
You know?
okay.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Anyway, that kind of stuff. But they also, the thought that, after I had the thought of, how's their marriage? Are they struggling? But then he very quickly caught on that this is not right. So I feel like, again, don't have info, but I feel like he was quick to realize something's wrong. I need
Yeah.
to be home.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, she's just being weird. Get
Mhm.
back to work, kind of thing.
She does this every Tuesday.
Right. I mean, so I feel like he was good. And that leads me to, where are their kids now? They're the 6-year-old and the 11-year-old. Are they safe? Does he have sole custody? Are they still married? I hope she doesn't have visitation rights.
Well, she is the mom, so
yeah.
probably Lisa McDaniel,
Mhm.
like I said, she's still living with grandchildren. And she's not in prison for this. They're not even investigating it quickly. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I get that it's the mom. Okay. But some moms just don't deserve to see their children, to have their children. Like, we need to, like, take the veil off the, like, like, a lot of people are like, oh, you're doing great, mama, like, you're so, like, good on whatever, but, like, you don't really know that. You don't see behind closed doors. She could be a shit mom.
That's true.
She could be hitting her kids.
She threatened
she could stab her
her
kid.
6-year-old if she didn't stop crying.
Yeah, like, that's not a good mom. Like, oh, mama, you're so tired. You're so tired. Like, we need to stop with that. Okay? That's my soapbox.
PSA.
Sorry.
So,
Soapbox time.
I find it fascinating. Last week, there's been an update.
Wow.
Last week, April, from prison,
Okay.
filed a motion to have her case dismissed.
What?
Yeah.
Goody.
On the 13th.
Goody. What was
May
the
13th.
reason? What was her reason?
She doesn't have a reason.
Oh, okay.
She wants her case vacated.
Been in prison for a little bit now, and I'm tired of it. And I bet you she'll get somebody to take her side too, because she's the mom. Oh, but I'm just very mentally unwell, and
A moment of.
I'm so sorry for what I did, and I feel better now that I don't have this baby anymore. So
give it up for freaking adoption. Ah! So, I also learned.
What?
When, I don't even know which document I was reading on this, where I learned this. But you can't get paroled in federal felony cases. It's not possible.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Yeah. So that's probably why she's like,
Oh, yeah? I just want to dismiss it.
I'm not feeling
never
it.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right where you belong, April.
Yeah, no. Stay there forever. We don't want to see your face. Ever.
So, what I was finding ridiculously difficult about researching this case, every time I would even type in April Short case or April Short anything, I would just get YouTube shorts because the word short is in it. I'm like, I don't want that. Her name is April Short.
That's annoying.
It was really annoying, but there's so little information at all. And so it was difficult, but I'm glad I found what I found. I took to Reddit. I think I told you that. I finally have enough Reddit karma. If you're not familiar with Reddit, you have to be like, you can't just hop on one day and be like, all of this information. You have to be like involved in it so people know you're credible and you're not just a bot and things like that. So I was finally able to post about April either this morning or last night and ask, like, does anybody have any credible information or documents or sites or sources leading to her or anything about her past or how her husband is right now.
That motion better be destroyed.
I think it was already denied.
With fire. Okay, good.
I think so.
Okay, good.
So the first Redditor that commented on my post, unfortunately from what I can find, and likely it is at least the same information you have found, the publicly available information does not give information about previous or recent behavior or concerns as much as that could help understand what happened. Okay. I assume that at least part of this issue is that the events and housing were all on military base. Yeah. So even if this information is known, the details are behind government privacy safeguards. Yep. I don't see anything that would indicate that any of these details would be in court testimony or evidence either. Initially, she pled not guilty by reason of insanity and was treated for 2 months in a federal facility where she responded dramatically to medication for psychosis. Then she pled guilty to the murder. Her treatment records are covered under HIPAA privacy laws, and while these records could have been entered into evidence in a trial, that did not happen because she pled guilty.
Okay, so that's why we can't
Makes
see
sense.
it either. Okay.
Unless she gives permission for these details to be released and discussed publicly, we will not know the details of her illness/psychosis or her treatment. Her husband may speak to what he experienced if he chooses, and her other 2 older children could do that when they are older if they want, but we don't have access to anything else right now. Okay. Yeah. And then the second one just said, as she pleaded guilty, the public will probably never know. So that's all I got.
Well, those are good comments. Yeah. Yeah,
that's April Short.
It really, really just pisses me off to no end. Especially because, like, us just normal, regular moms that would never dream of doing anything like that. Like, sometimes we feel like we're bad moms, Like, we feel like we're, like, down on ourselves and stuff. Like, we're doing something wrong. And then the cases like this make me feel just a tiny bit better. Because at least I'm not stabbing
your kids.
But still,
or threatening your child to stab them.
Or like, you better keep quiet or I'm gonna stab you like I'm stabbing your little brother. Like, what?
Don't come in the bathroom because it might be really scary.
Like, you're gonna say that, but then also threaten to, like, kill her if she...
Shut up or I'll stab you too. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, a psychotic break kind of fits. I can see that. Where she's going like, so... But what led to it is what was the
especially the dark days text message, like, that seems culty to me, right? Like, I feel like she, like, had somebody maybe in her ear or something talking about, or like she went to some weird church or something. I don't know, but I mean, we're never gonna know anything. Nope. All we can do is speculate. But
the days of darkness are upon us.
Yeah.
So that was a happy Memorial Day and Mother's Day month.
Not all moms are good moms. That one was rough.
It was rough. Yeah.
Mine was rough last week, though, too.
So. I mean, honestly, cases of killer moms are pretty rough. Because it has to do with kids.
Yeah. And, like, it's not even just kids. It's their kids. Yeah. Like...
The ones that they should be protecting at their life, using their life for protection. Kind of thing. It's rough.
Yeah, like, it's just weird to me. Because, like, being a mom with my girls with me all the time, like, it's hard to wrap my brain around that. I mean, they did open heart surgery on Lily, and they explained the procedure to me because I wanted to know every single detail. Yeah. And they had to, like, stop Lily's heart to fix it. And, like, I wanted them to stop mine because, like, she had just started using hers. So, like, it's just, like, it's hard to, like, have that mindset, but then, there's moms that, like, will just stop their kids' hearts because they're sick of them, or they I mean, I understand the postpartum depression can get so bad to where like it turns into, I mean, I know somebody who like was literally like having hallucinations, and like she just had an actual psychotic break and had to go to like a thing. Like that happens, but there's got to be some kind of maternal instinct still in there
to protect your child at all
somewhere.
costs.
Yeah.
Well, that is the end of this case. Next week is your solo episode, so we won't be live.
Yes.
Just a reminder.
Will put a video out there because I'll have Lily during the day with me next week, so I won't be able to go live, but I will put the video out, and we'll still be doing social media stuff.
And then it's June, and you know what June is?
Ted Bundy time.
Ted Bundy deep dive. So we'll do 3 to 4 weeks on him, similar to like the Diddy deep dive and the Epstein deep dive, but not as long. Also, we haven't talked about our lovely things yet. So we have merch still, if you're interested. We have on our Facebook page, we have the whole merch menu. We have, this is probably my favorite. I love this mug so much. It has you can choose the colors inside.
Yeah.
But I love the orange with it.
Orange looks really good. Blue looks really good. It's like a tealy blue. It looks really good too.
We also have, oh, it's not in here, the tote, which I'm using as this my kind of purse right now. Love it.
It's super cute.
And then we have the black and white mug. We have, oh gosh, we have so many. We have a tumbler. We have
Hillary's in charge of all that, by the way. So she's been doing an amazing job with all that.
Pop socket.
Pop socket.
I love it so much.
That was our first thing, right? That came out.
It was. Yeah. And because it's a pop socket brand, you can actually literally pop these top parts off and change them. If you want to. And we have options where I chose the adhesive one, but there's also magnetic choice. There's lots of choices.
Nice.
And we have a shirt that covers it right now. If you would like a specific merch item, or one of our,
or if you have an idea for
let us know.
Something. Yeah,
I love designing them. I think they're so much fun, and it's so cool when they come and I'm like, I made that. That's our thing. So
we're having lots of fun.
Yeah, we are. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and chatting. We really appreciate participation.
Sorry about the deep dark case today too. It's a lot, but it's like I said before, these kinds of things need to be discussed. I need to be talked about. I need to be brought to light because they're horrendous and horrific, and these people exist in the world, and they are in the world, and a lot of them, you know, like the mom that I talked about last week, she's still out. She's out. She's doing stuff, and she's got grandchildren with her, and whatever. It's just like
it shouldn't be allowed.
Like does nobody care about those children?
The children.
Yeah, like what are we doing? And she had a prior conviction too. Like what?
Just change states and you're fine.
Yeah, just go to a different state. We don't talk to each other. That's how Bundy didn't get caught for such a long time, because he kept like state hopping.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.